Welcome to the deep dive. So if you're running RC cars anywhere off smooth pavement, grass, maybe gravel, even just loose dirt.
Oh, yeah.
You know that feeling?
Yeah.
Physics just wants to spin you out, right?
Absolutely, especially with powerful setups.
Exactly. So today we're diving deep into two little gadgets.
Okay.
The SkyRC GC301 and its newer sibling, GC401 steering gyros.
Mm-hmm.
Our mission, figure out if that GC401 really is the upgrade everyone needs for bashing backyard tracks, that kind of thing. Or, is the old 301 good enough?
Right.
Okay, let's unpack this.
So what we're talking about here is basically a tiny box, an active stability system.
Active stability.
Yeah. Think about it. Your car hits some loose dirt. The back end starts to slide out.
Mm-hmm.
That's yaw.
Mm-hmm.
This gyro measures that yaw instantly and tells the steering servo to countersteer way faster than you or I could ever react.
That's right. It's like a cheat code against spinning out. That speed, that precision, that's the whole game here.
It is. But, and this is important, that speed means nothing if the part doing the steering can't keep up.
Ah, the servo.
Exactly. We really need to stress this right at the start. To get the real benefit from either of these gyros, honestly, any modern gyro, you absolutely need a digital steering servo.
Not just any servo. What about the analog ones?
An older analog servo. It's just too slow. It operates at maybe 50 hertz. It'll completely miss the micro corrections the gyro is sending. You'll get some effect maybe, but you're kneecapping the performance.
Okay, so digital servo. Got it. That's critical. Let's hold on to that. Now, looking at these two, the GC301 and the GC401, side by side, they look, well, identical.
There. Same plastic case, 21 by 11 millimeters, same weight, 3.6 grams, same voltage range, 4 to 8.4 volts.
So SkyRC didn't change the hardware. Why? Is the 401 just a firmware update in a new box?
Pretty much. It's entirely a software evolution. The actual sensor technology inside, the core bits, they're the same. The GC301, the older one, it has that little analog dial. Right?
Yeah, the trimmer pot.
Right. You turn it to adjust the gain, how much stability you want. But it's running just one fixed control algorithm. You turn it up, you get more stability, turn it down, less. That's it. One dimension.
If it's simple enough.
But the GC401, they ditched the dial. Now it's got a little digital set button.
And that's the key difference.
That button unlocks the software. That's where the real innovation is. You get 3 completely different sensor drive modes: L drive, S drive, and H drive.
Here's where it gets really interesting.
Exactly, because these modes, they aren't just like low, medium, and high gain settings. They're actually distinct control algorithms. Think of them as different personalities, or maybe gain curves is a better term.
Gain curves, explain that.
So it's not just about how much correction, but how the gyro applies that correction depending on the situation. It changes the fundamental behavior of the stabilization.
Okay, but hang on. Why would your average backyard basher need 3 different complex algorithms? Don't they just want the car to, not spin out?
Well, yes, but think about how you're driving. Are you on a tight, twisty little track you set up in the yard? Or are you doing high-speed runs across a bumpy park field?
Right, those are totally different.
Totally different demands on the car and on the gyro. That adaptability is what makes the GC401 worth that extra, $5 maybe?
So connect those modes for me. Backyard racing, tight corners. What mode works there?
For tight courses, you actually need agility. You want the car to rotate, to pivot through those sharp turns quickly. You don't want the gyro fighting that rotation too much.
Makes sense. So less intrusion.
Precisely. That's where L drive comes in. SkyRC calls it more flexible. It dials back the intensity, lets the car slide just enough to turn sharply.
Okay, got it. Now what about the other end? Big air, flat out speed runs on loose dirt or gravel.
Yeah, off-road bashing, hitting jumps, holding a long drift. There you want maximum stability. You need the car to track straight even when it's slipping and sliding. Pure, directional control.
So that sounds much more aggressive.
Definitely. And that's the job of H-Drive, the high curve mode. It's engineered to be really assertive, keeping the car pointed straight like it's on digital rails. It fights hard against any yaw.
And S-Drive?
S-Drive is your standard middle ground mode, good all-around balance for general park running, mixed surfaces, kind of the default setting. A GC301, it just can't do that. It has its one mode, and that's it. You can't tailor it like the 401.
Right. That multi-dimensional tuning, being able to change the behavior, not just the amount.
Yeah.
That seems like the real advantage.
It really is.
So what does this all mean? What's the verdict here?
Based on everything we've looked at, the sources point pretty clearly to the SkyRC GC401. For recreational use, bashing, park running, backyard stuff, That versatility is key. The ability to switch modes to fundamentally change how the stabilization works depending on whether you need agility or rock-solid tracking, that makes it a much more useful tool.
So that extra $5 or so seems like a no-brainer for the adaptability you get.
I'd say absolutely, yeah. It unlocks way more performance potential across different driving styles and surfaces.
Okay. Makes perfect sense.
And just one final thought, something for you to chew on. Building off that digital servo point we made earlier.
Okay.
Those high-frequency digital servos, they work great, but they draw significantly more electrical current than the old analog ones.
More power draw.
Right. And that current comes from your vehicle's receiver, which gets its power from the BEC, the battery eliminator circuit, usually built into your speed control.
Okay. Yeah.
So if your BEC isn't rated to handle that higher current draw from a powerful digital servo plus the gyro plus the receiver itself, under high load, like when the servo is working hard fighting bumps, the voltage can dip. It's called a brownout.
And a brownout means loss of control.
Could be. Glitching, loss of steering, loss of throttle, basically a crash waiting to happen. So the takeaway, when you upgrade to a digital servo and a gyro like the GC401, always double check your BEC's amperage capacity. Make sure it can handle the load.